Hello and welcome to a Velveteen web design video tutorial. In this video tutorial we're going to be going to Codrops and creating a sliding header layout. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and begin. So the first thing you want to do is go to Codrops.com and then you want to go and click on sliding header layout, and then you can read more about this this effect here on this page. It was created by Mary Lou, and she just goes and explains everything she did. But since Codrop is so great in the sense that it lets you use these effects as long as you use them in your own way. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download source, and it's just going to download the source file from this effect. And I'm going to go to my downloads folder, and I'm going to put this, I created a folder for this video, see Codrop video, sliding header layout, and I'm just going to drag this into this folder. So now if we look into this folder, we see the CSS, we see fonts, images, index, JavaScript, and the layout. There's two different types of layouts you can use for this effect. And here's the README that you want to just go ahead and read if you haven't read it before. Yeah, so yeah, it just kind of is a README file there. I think you can open it with your notepad. Yeah, integrate or build upon it for free in your personal or commercial projects. Don't republish, redistribute, or sell as is. Alright, so that gives us the freedom to kind of use these effects in our own projects. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now the first step to this is we're going to download the HTML5 boilerplate. Now the thing with code, which is great about code, I mean, you could use WordPress, you could use Adobe Muse, or you could build a website from scratch. And if you know how to implement the code correctly, you could actually use this through various channels and various programs. But I'm just going to go ahead and start this website from scratch because I think it's the easiest way to show you how this works. So I'm going to go HTML5 boilerplate, and HTML5 boilerplate, the world's most popular front-end template. Excuse me. And then just download version 4.3.0, and I'm just going to open the downloads folder and drag this to my sliding header layout. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back here. Let me just go, here we go. And then, yeah, there we go. Sliding header layout. So now I have my boilerplate and my sliding header layout. Now for those of you who are not familiar with code and have never seen code, this is what the boilerplate looks like. And it has the CSS, some documentation, images, JavaScript, and a few different other files here. I won't get too deep into this because right now this is just, maybe for those of you who know a little bit more about HTML. If not, just follow along and this video will still be helpful. You might just have to kind of practice a little bit more working with the boilerplate and HTML. Alright, so the main file that I'm concerned about with here is the index.html. So I'm going to double click, and you can see it just says hello world, this is HTML5 boilerplate. Alright, so yeah, before, actually let me see here. Sorry, I'm just going back and forth. Okay, I'm going to add a marker here. Okay, I'm going to do a few steps and I'm going to edit the video, but I'm just going to grab the images that I need for this website so we can change the images. Pause. So I've selected the photos that I'm going to use for this website. Kind of digressed a little bit there, but yeah, basically where I left off is the index.html. So what I want to do is open this file in a code editor. So I'm going to right click, open with, and I'm going to use Atom here, which is a pretty good code editor. It's probably going to tell me there's an update or something. Let's see what this says. Or not, or it's just not going to do anything. Maybe I need to open it with Atom 1.46. Okay, Atom is a fairly newer text editor, code editor that I've been working with, so I'm gonna just open it with the one that I usually work with. And okay, so let's try that again. There we go. And perfect. You can use TextMate too. I use TextMate or Atom, kind of just use different code editors here and there. Or you can use Yeoman for those of you who are familiar with Yeoman. That's pretty cool too. Alright, so this is what the boilerplate looks like. We got our head right here, our body tag right here, and HTML, and doc type HTML and all that good stuff. HTML is just a good boilerplate so that you can make sure that your website it meets a good amount of the standards of the web standards out there. Alright, so now that we got our boilerplate, we want to go to the sliding header layout. Alright, now what I'm going to do is incorporate this effect into this boilerplate. And the way I'm going to do that is first I'm going to open up, let's take a look at the index.html. This is a very cool one. I'm just going to close this. We can see that it's really interesting. And let's see, let's take a look at layout multi. I actually like this one a little bit better. I like the pictures, and we can just work with the pictures and the text in this one. It's a very nice effect. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this. Right click, open with TextMate, and as we can see, we have all this stuff here. Alright, looks like a lot, kind of is, but luckily, a lot of it's been done for us, so we can just copy and paste. Alright, so the first thing that I want to take a look at is check out which style sheets are being imported into this website. And we have the style sheets right up here, and here is all the code. Alright, now it might look a little bit like cheating because I'm going to copy a lot of this code, but it's really not. As long as I'm just going to swap out the pictures and change the text and kind of make it more of my own type of thing and just use it for my website. But because the code has already been developed, again, I'm just going to copy pretty much everything that's in the body tags, with the exception, so just like from right below the body tag to right before the body tag. And then right here, I'm just going to copy and paste. I'm going to leave this Google Analytics script in there, so I'm just going to go from right before the Google Analytics script, select everything above that, and right after the body tag, which is right up here, and just paste. Alright, so now we have all that code in there. It's not going to function properly because I haven't imported the style sheets yet correctly. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got some code in here in my index.html. Now what I want to do is import the JavaScript, the CSS, and the fonts. Alright, so I'm going to open up the CSS, and I just want to grab the layout multi and I think the demo and the normalize. Those should do it. So this is the CSS that I want, and I'm just going to go back to the boilerplate and just paste. Oh, stop. Keep both. Okay, I'm just going to delete this normalize here. Just keep this first normalize that came with the boilerplate. Yeah, if that was a bit confusing, basically in the sliding header layout there was a normalized.css, and also in the boilerplate there was a normalized.css. So it just asked if I wanted to replace. I said keep both, and I actually deleted the one from the effect, and we're going to see if it works. If it doesn't work, we'll have to do a little bit of troubleshooting and kind of going back and forth. Alright, so there's our CSS. Now we go to our JavaScript, and I think just with this classy we should be fine. Actually no, I'll do both, classy and modernizer custom. I'm going to copy those, Command C to copy on my Mac, Control C on a Windows PC. I'll go back to the boilerplate, go to my JavaScript folder, and just paste. So now I have classy and modernizer in there. And then because we have a font folder in this effect, we're just going to copy this font folder and put it into our boilerplate. Alright, so that should be all we need to get this functioning properly. Now what I'm going to do is import those style sheets into my boilerplate. So if I go back here into the actual effect one, again, it's just quite a bit of copying and pasting. Here we see that modernizer custom that we imported, that we copied into our boilerplate. Here's the layout multi, the demo, and the normalize. So that should do it. I'm just going to copy these 4 lines here. So Command C to copy, and I'm going to paste it. Let's see, modernizer. Okay. Yeah, see, we probably don't need this modernizer custom because the boilerplate comes with its own modernizer. So I'm just gonna copy these 3 lines up here: the layout multi, the demo CSS, and the normalize. Actually, the layout multi and the demo, because we have a normalize in the boilerplate and a modernizer. So we'll just copy these 2, demo and layout multi, and we'll just put it underneath the main.css. Actually, we're going to put it before the main, because the main.css allows us to make changes to our website, and because it's cascading, the last CSS file is going to take precedence over these 2. So we can make changes to the website by going to the main.css. Alright, so I'm going to save the boilerplate, and let's see if there's any scripts at the bottom that I need to be worried about. Nope. Alright, so in theory, this should now work. The pictures, there's not going to be any pictures because in the images folder, we haven't put any images. So let's just see how it looks. It's probably just going to look blank, but we'll just go to index.html, double click it, and as you can see, the effect works, but it looks horrible because there's no images. And you can see these circles here are kind of like squished ovals, squished circles. You can see the words are there, but there's no pictures. Again, and we're going to change the text. We're going to change some colors and just make this a little bit more, more something that we've created. I'm going to change this brown color here to a different color. I'm actually going to go to google.com, Adobe Cooler, and just pick a different color just for the fun of it. I like this blue here, and we'll just grab the hex code right here. Okay, I think we got it there. Yep. And I'm gonna inspect element, right click, inspect element. I'm working in Safari. For those of you working in a different, maybe Chrome or something, it should be fairly similar. Just right click and inspect element, and we can see that it's div ID container 1, and it's in layout multi.css. So the color of this is in layout multi.css, and it is called container 1. So to change this background, I'm just going to go to CSS, layout multi, because that's where we found the code, and open it in TextMate. So we're just going to do this and drag it in here. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I gotta get my let's see, my text editors in check, because yeah, they're kind of just here. We'll do this. Codrops, Codrop videos, header, layout, boilerplate, CSS, and layout multi. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to Command F on a Mac to find, or Control F on a Windows, and I'm going to type in container-1, and it didn't find anything. Why didn't it find anything? Sometimes you just got to search for these. Yeah, it could just be container. Let's try that again. You know what? I actually am using Chrome. Let me try that again. I thought I was using Safari. I'm using Chrome here. Excuse me. I usually use Safari, but I use Chrome as well. I kind of use both of them. But let's go to container here, container theme 1, background. It could just be called container. No, let's just try to find the right one. Let me try theme. theme 1A, theme 1, this seems to be the color here. Yeah, this could be it. Let's try that. Let's try theme 1 and changing the color to the color we found in Adobe Cooler here. Copy and just paste that right in there. And so I just pasted it and then hit Command Save. Make sure you save to see the changes. Alright, so now we're back into index and it did change. Alright, so basically, I had to go a little bit deeper. I went into the container 1 and we can see that theme 1 is another class in here. Oh, and actually that's right, I kind of overlooked that. The class is theme 1 and the background is in theme 1. So now we have that green color and we can change the text here. Oops. Here, let me just close the inspector. And you see we can change the color of all those. But let's put some images in here just so we're not looking at these like squished ovals. And to do that, I'm going to go to index.html and I'm going to go to, let's see, actually, excuse me, let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go to the images folder in our boilerplate. And there's no images in there. But if we go to the sliding header layout and we go to images, we can see there's 12 images here. And they're labeled item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 through 12. And then they have the thumbnails 1, 2, 3. Okay? And we can actually take a look at how big the thumbnails are, 60 by 60. Alright, that'll give us a clue of how big we want to make our images. And these images are 500 by 500. Okay? And then we have the headers, which are much bigger. Alright? So we have the header, which is these slides right here, and then we have the items, which are these. Alright, now for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do a few of these. I'm not going to go into too much detail. So basically, I have my photos here, just some photos that I downloaded from Dollar Photo Club. It's a really cool website. I'm just going to grab 3. Now, they're not exactly the size of header 1, header 2, header 3, but I'm just going to try it out and see if it works anyways. Down the line, I probably will resize them to save disk space because the images that I have now are like megabytes big, and you can see here it's 167 kilobytes. These are a lot smaller, which means I might have to resize my images. So I'm going to go back to the boilerplate, go to images, Command V, and paste these 3 images, and I'm just going to call them header 01.jpg, header 02.jpg. You can see how big these are, 3.4, 5.6, 9.5. That is way too big to put on the internet. Alright, so we have header 3, 2, 1. Let's hit refresh, and oh my god, you can see how big they are. They just do not work. So unless what I could do, if I really wanted to get kind of intricate with this, you can see we inspected the background image here. There's this big image, and we can check out some of the CSS attributes. The class is .introImage, min width 100, min height 120. Let's just take these off, see what we got. Nothing. Okay. So let's see. Unless we could change the height, we can say width. See 10, 24 pixels. Okay. Oh wait, there's already a width function here. Let's say 10, 24 pixels. See, there we go. We're getting something a little better. What I'm going to do is actually go back to the effect and check out exactly how big these images are. I'm just going to get info, right click, get info. 1440 by 960. Let's see if we can get away with that. I don't know if we will, but never hurts to try. Pixels, oh, almost. And the height was 960, was it? Okay, we almost get away with that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, so It's interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we have this little green bar up here. I'm not sure why, but oh, it could be because I changed the, there we go. Yeah, so I just changed some CSS effects here. So we can see now it works. I mean, we have these huge images which we don't want, so I don't recommend that. See, this one looks a little bit out of whack. Don't know why. I think this one has different dimensions to it, so I'm just going to go to my photos. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one we want here, not this one. Alright, so go to my photos, and I'll just pick a different one here, like maybe this hard drive here. Okay. And go back to my boilerplate, go to images, and just delete this. And paste that, and call this header 03. Alright, and then refresh. I mean, we got that. So because I messed with the inspector and changed a few things here, I'm going to go back to the real layout multi.css, to the real CSS, and change it here in the layout multi.css. So it's called intro image, I think, something like that. No, let's try that again. Inspect element, intro underscore image. Okay, intro underscore image. Nothing. Okay, let's try looking for, okay, intro, here we go, intro underscore image. So we're going to just say width 1440, and this is 960 pixels, and pixels. Okay, save, and yay, there we go. Again, these files are huge. I wouldn't recommend using them. Alright, so we have a few images in there. So that's good. So see, all I'm doing is kind of preparing this to be used, yeah, kind of preparing it so that it's more your website, you know. Okay, so enough said there. And I want to change this this text. So I look for essential feelings, and I'm going to say, you know, here in this code, this is my new website. Okay, save it, refresh. Intro title. That didn't quite work. I wonder why. Oh, because I'm in the wrong one. Let's go back to TextMate. There we go. Index.html. Here we go. This is my new website. Command S to save, and this is my new website. And we don't need this previous demo here, these classes, Codrop links. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete them. Just right here. Alright, and those are these right here. So you see they're gone now. And we don't want the simple and multi. We can just delete these demos here. Alright. There we go. And we probably don't need intro description, but yeah, we'll just say thanks to Dan Rubin. Multi-panel layout intro with intro headers and image grids. Photo courtesy of Dan Rubin. Okay, so very cool. Just some info there. And there we go. And we can actually see something interesting happened. This square moved over here, so maybe we just delete the text and see if our square, yeah, stays there. That's not bad. You know, actually we'll leave that text because we might be able to just add our own text there. All right, let's take care of these thumbnails and these pictures down here, and then I think we'll call it a day. So these thumbnails are 60 by 60, and let's go back to the effect. Let's go to images, and they're under thumbs, and thumb 1, thumb 2, and thumb 3, and they're 60 by 60. So let me go back to my sliding header layout, to my boilerplate, excuse me. Go to images and new folder and just type in thumbs. All right, and I'm going to copy these, go into thumbs, paste. This is very kind of cookie cutter at the moment, but this is just to kind of maybe get you used to working with Codrop effects and, you know, just start using them. All right, and I'm going to resize all of these. So I'm going to highlight them, right click, open with preview, and just select all of these and window, tools, I'm going to go to tools, adjust size, and I'm going to make it 60, width, height is fine, okay, and then save. All right, and that should do it. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Click OK, click OK, click OK. All right, so these thumbnails should now be changed. Let's check it out. They're not. Okay, volumes, boilerplate. Did I do that right? Let's check it out. Let's see, get info, sizes. Well, yeah, that should work. Let me see what I did here. Let's go to the index.html and look at the thumbs. Let's see if I can find it here. Thumb. Okay, thumb 01. Oh, and it's PNG. Okay, that's where I kind of screwed that up a little bit. So we'll just change this here. I don't recommend, these aren't the best practices for using PNG images. I'm just converting it for the sake of this video here, just changing the file extension to PNG. If you're creating PNGs, I recommend starting from PNG initially, not creating a JPEG and then converting it to PNG. Alright, so I hit refresh and there they are. Alright. Now because these weren't perfect squares, we still get kind of an oval. And yeah, so actually just to be a little bit more consistent, let me use this one. I'm going to open this with Photoshop. And I'm going to go to File, New, and we're just going to do, we're going to do 100 by 100, a perfect square. And then I'm going to open this, okay, and I'm going to take this, copy, and actually I'm going to do image size. Go to image size, and I'm going to do 100 by 100 there, okay? 100 by 73, you see it's not a perfect square, so copy that and copy that. See, now it's a perfect square, so we should get, you know, we got this little image in the square. So we go to File, Save for Web, and let's do PNG because it takes PNG. And then I'm going to go to Save. Actually, I'm going to do 60 by 60. There we go, Save. And I'm going to go to my Codrops folder, sliding header layout, boilerplate, images, thumbs, and thumb 1, and replace. Alright, now if we go back to our, website in Chrome, hit refresh, we get a perfect circle. I like perfect circles. Alright, so I'm going to delete thumb 2 and thumb 3, and just copy and paste that and call this thumb 2 and thumb 3. Alright, so hit refresh. Now we got 3 perfect circles, and they all do cool things. Alright. Okay, so as we can see, we're starting to get kind of like a cool website that has our own images, and you know, we can change more of the text and just get our own website. Now the last thing I'm going to do is just add some of these here, these grids. Alright. And so, and I'm going to change the text so we get more of our own text in there. I'm going to go to the index.html, and let's see if we can find the text. So let's see, toggle content. Let's see. I just have to find it. This is my new website. Common paths. Here we go. So, I mean, it's good to know code because you can know what all this stuff is. But if you can just find the text, you can use these effects very easily and create really cool websites just by using these effects. I'm going to say picture 2 and going down here on Serenity and change this to picture 3 and then save, hit refresh. See picture 2 and picture 3, and we'll have to, on each of these they have the Codrops information right here. We'll just kind of delete that there and delete that here, just this div tag, and save. As you see, the Codrops kind of goes away there. So we're starting to get this cool site. All right, here. So now the last thing I'm going to do is just replace these boxes here. And what's great, I mean, this is such a cool effect. You can have this going to different pages. All right, so I'm going to find an image and make it 500 by 500, because if you remember, when we went to the effect, the image was 500 by 500. We can see it right there, 500 by 500. Excuse me, 500 by 500. Okay, got it. All right, so let me just go in here and grab another image. Let's grab something interesting. Let's do, I feel like what's in here? Just some stuff in there. All right, yeah, let's use this one here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this with Adobe Photoshop. And okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna go to File, New, 500 by 500. Okay, and then I'm just gonna copy this into here, and let's make it a little bit bigger. That didn't quite do it for me. Let me just open this with Photoshop. Okay, there we go, that's a bit better. I'm just going to image size 500 by 500, click OK, copy, and paste. And then I'm going to go to File, Save for Web, PNG. I think these are, they're JPEG, so we're going to save them as a JPEG. We're going to do JPEG high. I like really high quality. For internet, you might want to go, maybe 80 quality, or however it works for you. I always use 100% quality, and if I feel that I need to compress it afterwards, then I will if the image is too large. All right, so these are called item 01, and I just looked for the folder where it needs to be. Okay, so there we go. We have item 01 in our boilerplate. If we go to images in our boilerplate, we see item 01.jpg. That means one of these blocks should have an image. Let's hit refresh. Go to this little icon here, and voila, we have an image here. Very nice. And yeah, so basically I just want to copy and paste this 12 times and just rename it differently. So this is 2, 3. Now this isn't the best, like you would want different images to really get a cool effect on your website, but this is just for demonstration purposes, just to save some time. So and 8 and 9. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So we want oops. Here we say 10, 10, and 11. Not 113. And 12. 11. Okay. All right. Now we should be all set. Let's go to the grid here. And wow, that's a lot of the same image. Alright, so we have these images. You know, these up here work. You know, we can see we got these. Not crazy about that image I picked. It makes me kind of a little bit dizzy and don't really quite like it that much, but it's just for demonstration purposes, so just kind of bear with it for a moment. Alright, so now we have the images, and we actually have all our images in place, and we have this this footer here. We don't want that, so we're going to go to the code, and let's get rid of that footer, which is right down here, where it says section related. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. Let's see if we can find it. Is that it? It could be it. Yeah, I think that is it. So let me go to the first one and just make sure we got it right. You can really see how cool. Yeah, that's it. Page loading, draggable. Let's just delete this section here. You see how cool this effect is. See, now we just deleted the footer there. I actually like the footer. We'll just delete the what's in the footer. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a footer. Yeah, we have this large footer here, but there's no text there, so that's okay. Wow, I really am not liking this this image here, but we'll just leave it. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you, we've got the images in place. Now we want to link this image to a page. So what I'm going to do actually is just create a simple page. And let's see how do I want to do this. Yeah, I'll just create a simple web page. All right, just to give you an example. So I'm going to copy index.html, and I'm going to call this page 1. All right, and I'm going to open this with TextMate. All right, so now we have all that code. I'm just going to delete all the code that's in here and just create a simple page with some text. So I deleted everything in the body tag, and I'm just going to create some text. This is page 1 as an example, and close paragraph tags. So basically page 1 is just, this is page 1 as an example, and because it's bringing in the styles from the style sheets, we have a blue background, you know, because all the style sheets are right in here. If we didn't want that, we would just kind of delete those 2 style sheets, and now page 1 is just very simply, this is page 1 as an example. So all we have to do is link this first block here to page 1. So we're going to go back to the code, index.html, and where it says magnificence, item 01, we want to encapsulate this whole thing. Oh wait, no, it's right here. Ahref. We're just going to put backslash, or we can just say page1.html, and that should work. Where it says ahref, and we just put page 1. Okay, so let's go back to the blocks here. All right, it didn't quite work. I think we need to put a backslash, and I think then we'll get it to work. No, not yet. Page1.html. Am I in the right spot? Yeah, I'm in the right spot. Okay, let's see why we're not getting page1.html. Web page not found. Okay, let's try. Here we're going to just try deleting that backslash. Oops. And going back to Chrome. Hit refresh. Yeah, page 1. Okay, so we'll see why it's not clicking in. Yeah, we don't get anything when we click, which is not cool, because we should be going to page 1 right now, and we're not quite getting that. page 1. So there's a little bit of troubleshooting here that needs to be done. If you bear with me, I'll just kind of get through this. I might edit the video a bit. Okay, so I was able to figure out why the click wasn't working. I went to the actual Codrops website and the sliding header layout and just checked some of the questions and answers pertaining to this particular effect. And we have here, I think Matt here posted, he couldn't figure out how to get the links to work, which is the same issue we had. And then we got a response here from Pedro Botello. He said, "Hi Matt, you need to remove the following line for demo purposes only." So I did a quick search in our index.html and I just type in for demo and we get that line right here. So we just need to delete it. All right, and just right there. I don't think we want to delete these brackets here. Just delete, is that right? Or maybe, yeah, we do. Yeah, so we'll delete all this right there. And that should do it. So let's go back to our index.html, hit refresh, go here, and there it is. Perfect, it works. Awesome. So we just had a little hiccup, or not a real hiccup, but they just put some code in there so that the links wouldn't jump to another page. So you click here and it goes to that. Just for myself, I'm going to change that picture because I don't really like it for this tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. I'm going to copy it or open in Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and it's already opened. Don't save. Let's try that again. Right click, open with Adobe Photoshop. There we go. Copy, and we'll delete this, paste that in there. Oh no, that didn't work either. Step backwards. Oops, step backwards. Step backwards. All right, so let's try. Here we go, and delete that. And image size. Image size. We'll say 500. Okay. All right. Let's step backwards. Okay, let's try it one more time. I have to resize the image here to 500. There we go. This should work. Yay, okay. There, we center it. Okay, good. And I'm just going to give the background, or create a new background layer, and just make it all white. Okay, let's get it here. New layer, and blending options. This is probably not the best way to do it, but I'm just trying to save some time here. No, that's not it. Okay, we want to give it a background. Cancel. No, that's not it either. Oh, yeah, the paint bucket tool. Duh. There we go. All right, do a little bit of editing there. Okay, save, and we're gonna do 500 by 500. Save, and replace. All right. So go back to images, and one is now that. Okay. All right. Just need to refresh this here, and there we go. That's a bit better. Okay. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna do this for all of them. And then, okay, so what I did is I changed all the pictures, hit refresh. All right, that's a bit better. Still not great, but I think we really definitely need different pictures in here to get a really cool effect. And I'm just going to change this the color of this electrifying dynamic so we can see these letters a bit better. So let's go to the text editor, and we can see they're all right here. So it's item title. So we go to layout_multi.css and we look for item title right there. And the color we want to change to white, black. So it's 000 for black, or you could do 0 6 times or 3 times. It still works. And then there we go. It's black. Still not the greatest color, but it's okay. I think this video might be long enough. All right, one last thing before I finish is we can actually change the color of the overlay here as well. You see we have kind of like this light beige color. We can actually change that. So let's do, let's inspect it and let's see if we can change. Actually, let's go to the index.html and see what classes we're dealing with. Item image, I think that would be it. So we go to item image, theme one, item. Okay, if this isn't it, I'm just going to cut this video short. Theme one, a item, here it is. Okay, theme, oh wait, we need to go to theme one, a item, background, change it here. And we can change the border color too, just to get this green theme going in there. Eureka! We did it. Okay, that took a moment. But basically, yeah, we figured that out. It's under theme1.item. Okay, and if you want to change it for theme 2, which is this one, you'll need to do the same thing. Go to theme2.item to change this kind of color overlay on each of these things and change those. So as you can see in this effect, you have 1, 2, 3, and in the index you have section 1, which is like all this here, starts at the top. And then you have section 2, which is here, and section 3, which is here. And they all have a footer. They all have their own particular color code, color overlay. The images stay the same, but yeah, you need to work with the CSS. The CSS on some of the 3 different themes are the same. As you can see, I changed the black color for magnificence, dynamic, awe-inspiring, and all the letters there. But yeah, as you can see, you just got to work with the CSS and the HTML to really get your own particular type of website. I absolutely love this effect, especially if you're linking it to other pages. You can get an awesome website. You could even go to Codrops.com and just look at other pages. Like you could look at the blueprints they have, and just like let's see, go to a background slideshow. Like these are just some ideas. So you can actually integrate this background slideshow with this template, and if you're a photographer, you can have this really cool background slideshow. So like you could do like okay, check out my portfolio, portfolio 1, portfolio 2, portfolio 3. Oh, and there's more. Check out my images. Image 1, or my different categories. Go to the first category, and here, so I'll do it at 1. Go here, the block. Go to the first category, and boom, you can go to this image slideshow and just have this really cool slideshow. All right, so that's pretty much it. Or you could go to other blueprints and see what else you can kind of conjure up and create this really awesome website. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. It's probably like an hour long, but maybe you can watch it in segments. And yeah, so there'll be more videos. I quite enjoy working with Codrops and blah blah, working with effects and doing really interesting things with web design. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you need help with your web design, definitely feel free to call me. Or email me at john@VelveteenWebDesign.com, and you can call me at you can go to my website and find my phone number. And I also teach Adobe Muse. on how to create websites with Adobe Muse. I do WordPress, code, yeah, Adobe Muse, and I work with Photoshop a bit and Illustrator, and things that I need to know or use to create pretty cool websites and awesome websites. So yeah, if you need help with your website, just email me or give me a call. And I do offer web hosting through Bluehost. I'm affiliated with Bluehost. So if you need web hosting, just shoot me an email or call me, and I'll actually put a link below this video for some web hosting, and I'll put a link to Codrops and Adobe Cooler as well. All right, so hopefully, I'll put everything there that you need. And again, feel free to, ask me questions in the comments, and, just reach out to me if you need help with your web design, and, I'll be happy to help, and see what we can work out together, and how I can, be of service, or, kind of help out with what you need, and we can talk about that. So very well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.